already was live. Hello everyone, I'm Betty McKnit, and tonight I'm going to be working on my 6-day Supernova blanket, and I will be adding the Ridgy Didge Stripe to it. It's going great. I've worked on it for 2 days. This is my 3rd day. If you want to crochet along with me, all the replays are on my YouTube channel. You can go back and start at the beginning with me. Follow my live video from like 2 to 3 days ago. I didn't, when I say 6 days, sometimes it's not consecutive days, FYI. So this is not my 3rd consecutive day. Yesterday, that would have been yesterday. So today, it's my 3rd day, but I didn't work on it yesterday. I'm only working on it on lives. I'm trying to record the entire process from start to finish for you. And nobody can say that I didn't show you how to do it. And if you say that on my YouTube channel, you're going to get deleted because I'm so tired of hearing that. I'm tired of people being mean. Stop it. Stop saying rude stuff. You're just going to get deleted. That's all there is to it. All right, so TikTok is going overhead, and if you would like a better view, landscape view, just follow on my YouTube channel or in my Facebook group. And if you're watching from one of those places, please say hello. As these rounds get larger and larger, they take longer and longer for me to do. So, you know, I chat a lot in between, which not everybody is a fan of, but this is how I do it. This is just how I do it. I don't know how long I'll stay on tonight either, because if you know me at all, you know that I'm like an insufferable night owl. And so tomorrow I have to get up early. So that's going to require some effort. I'm also still coughing. So I'm going to have a cough drop, but I noticed when I was watching one of my videos back, it's like really annoying to hear the cough drop like clinking against my teeth. So I'll try not to do that too much. But I need it. Otherwise, I'm going to be coughing. I think I'm ready to start. Just let me monetize over here. I want to turn my monetization on because that's why we're here. I'm not a glutton for punishment. I feel like that's what a YouTube channel is. Hey, Barb. Barb says, I'm new here. Love your patterns. Gonna play catch up soon. Okay, so I'm on round 3A. So this is how the pattern goes in order. Hi, Amanda. I love your posts that you've been making with your Ridgy Didge Supernova. So the order of this blanket is, and let me just flip this. It starts with the setup rounds. Okay, so it goes setup round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is setup round 8 right here. Single crochet row, and then it goes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it goes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it goes 7A, 2A, 3A. So 3A is where I'm at next. And I have when I updated the pattern last year or a couple years ago, I put the little checklist so you could go down and check off exactly what row you're on because people were getting confused. But I'm just going to say the only reason y'all were confused is because you were overthinking, because I wrote those rows in order for you. You're caught up to me. Wow, nice. Okay, 3A. Okay, so I'll just explain, which I think I explained last time, but I'll explain it some more. How you doing on TikTok? Can you see me? Can you even see what I'm doing? Okay, that's better. Thanks for sharing the live. Okay, so on this last round, on the 7A is where it's the same as the single crochet round, but we just add a little chain 3 space here, and now we're going to have this is where the new point is going to be. And then this is going to be a valley, and this is going to be a valley. So in the valleys of the 6-day star blanket, on the first round of the granny rows, round 2, you always have a double crochet 3 together in the center of the valley. So that's that. It doesn't really look like the valley, but that's the center of the valley. And then on the next round, you have a double crochet 3 together cluster, 1 on each side of that guy. So I'm going to slip stitch into here, and then I'm going to do the first double crochet 3 together here, and that's going to start the round, and then the last one's going to go here, and that's going to end the round. Okay, so 3A, it says slip stitch into the next space. So that just moves me over here. Chain 2. Double crochet 2 together in the same space. Three double crochet in the next space. Repeat to the top of the mountain. I actually think I could change how I write that because we only do round 3A one time. So I'm going to change it to say, phew, 3 double crochet in the next 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. 3 double crochet in each of the next 4 spaces. There's no reason to make this harder than it needs to be. Okay, let me just pause there and change that. Okay, and then 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the chain 3 space. And then 3 double crochet in each of the next 4 spaces. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about this. I don't think I've used this one yet. Oh, because this is the one with the patchouli in it. I'm not a huge fan of patchouli. But this is Scented Stitches Stitch Balm, and I have a link in an affiliate link in my link tree if you would like to try it. And it's aromatherapy balm that you put on your tensioning finger when you're crocheting, and it smells nice, and it scents the yarn. It puts scent into the yarn. Did I say that right? My brain automatically went to the yarn already smelled like patchouli. It doesn't have a strong patchouli. I smell more the lavender and the orange, I think, are the predominant. Okay, and then I'm going to change this again. 3 double crochet in each of the next 4 spaces. Double crochet 3 together in the spaces before and after the double crochet 3 together. So I really think it should say in the next 2 spaces and then have that note. Okay, and then 3 double crochet. Chain 3, 3 double crochet. Okay, let me just go back to the beginning. So we did a slip stitch into this space. We did a chain 2 and a double crochet 2 together cluster. And then we did 3 double crochet in each of the next 4 spaces, and then a 3 3 3 in the peak. 3 double crochet in each of the next 4 spaces, double crochet 3 together in the next 2 spaces, 1 on each side of the double crochet 3 together, in the row below, and then 3 3 3 in the chain 3 space, and then double crochet 3 together in the next 2 spaces, one before and one after the double crochet 3 together in the row below. Okay, I'll just leave that there for you to look at for a sec. And then it says repeat from the star around, which is going to be back here, the 3 double crochet in each of the next 4 spaces. Okay, so 3 double crochet in the next 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3, 3, 3 in the peak. Three double crochet in each of the next 4 spaces. Double crochet 3 together in each of the next 2 spaces, one before and one after the cluster in the row below. Three, 3, 3 in the peak. Double crochet 3 together in each of the next 2 spaces. Okay, so that's your repeat. Repeats from here to here. Three double crochet in each of the next 4 spaces. Three, 3, 3 in the peak. 2 double crochet 3 together in each of the next 2 spaces. One before and one after the double crochet 3 together in the row below. 3 3 3 in the little peak. The peak in the valley. 'Okay, I'm laying it down after every repeat, checking it over. Now, do you see how that's going to be a new valley and that's going to be a new point? It's going to have a big point and a little point. Three double crochet in the next 4 spaces. I am using a Scented Stitches Stitch Balm. It's an aromatherapy balm that you put over your tensioning finger. And then the aromatherapy oils go into the yarn. And it gives your project aromatherapy element. They have 4 different scents. This one's called Calm, and it has lavender, bergamot, sweet orange, and patchouli in it. There's a link in my link tree, an affiliate link, if you'd like to try it. No, it's not for finger muscles, but it smells nice. I actually use this for my fingers. This is the Scented Stitches. I use that for my hands, that and this. Oh, still got oil everywhere. I don't know if this one just doesn't smell that strong or if it's probably because I have this cough drop. I didn't have COVID, but I have noticed that my sense of smell is not as good. Probably because I've been congested and living on cough drops. Three in the peak. Double crochet 3 together in the next 2 spaces, one before and one after. The double crochet 3 together in the row below, round below rather. And then 3 in the peak. Wow, my stomach is like really gurgling. I swear I wasn't hungry before I got on the live. Hi, Nisi. I'm making a 6-day Supernova blanket with a Ridgy Didge Stripe. I knit so I can have more types of stitches. Crochet has a ton of stitches. Oop, my yarn is changing. Oh, you don't know many types of crochet stitches. I gotcha. I was like, that doesn't make sense because knitting has knit and purl. Purl is basically just the other side of a knit stitch. And pretty much everything in knitting is combinations of knit and purl. Crochet has single crochet, half double extended single crochet, half double crochet, extended half double crochet, extended double crochet, extended treble crochet. Did I miss any? Herringbone stitch. I mean, there's too many to even remember offhand. That's it for hats. Oh, but what can be done with those two? I know, right? It's incredible when you think about it. I love the look of knitting. That's why I started knitting in the first place, because my grandmother knitted, and I liked the way that knitting looked. To me, it like looked more professional or something. But then, of course, she taught me how to do garter stitch, and I was like, this isn't what I wanted it to look like. I wanted it to look like the right side of stockinette. And what's more satisfying than knitting in the round and not having to purl at all and having stockinette? Oh, that's the best. I also love a 1x1 rib. I could make entire garments out of 1x1 rib. All right, round 3A is complete. And because it's the only time we do that round, I don't have to write it in that goofy way that I wrote it. It's the only time we do it, so it doesn't need to say repeat to the top of the mountain, blah, blah, blah. It can just say exactly what it is. What it is. Okay, and round 4 is always going to be the same. It says repeat round 4, making 1 single crochet in each stitch and 3 single crochet in each chain 3 space around. It's just the stitch counts that are going to be different. So it says you should have 20, 26, 32, 38 between the peaks. So now this is a peak and this is a peak. So it's giving you the stitch count from here to here. Okay, so I've told you my cheat code, even though the pattern says, well, I'll just keep doing it the way the pattern says to do it because people are following that. Chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch. Now listen, I say this every time, but people still are doing it. Oh my goodness, my stomach. It's ridiculous. Mark the single crochet. When you come back around and join, this double crochet 3 together right here is your last stitch that you're going to put your last single crochet into. Now you have 2 little things here. These are 2 little nothings. This is your slip stitch. This is your chain up. So don't put a single crochet into that slip stitch, because then you're going to have too many. You're going to be in the wrong place to start your double crochet on round 5, and you're going to get to the peak and you're going to say, but I'm peaking before the peak, is what somebody said to me the other day. I'm peaking before the peak. Well, you might be tempted to join into one of these other places because they look like stitches, but you have 2 things that look like stitches that you actually, they're not stitches, and you just skip over them when you come around, okay? So this double crochet 3 together is my last stitch, and then this is where I join. All right, so we're going to double crochet or single crochet around every stitch. And then how many does it say I should have in between? 20. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I only have 16. Oh, because I haven't done the 4 coming down here yet. Okay, now let's count this one, because I'm going to go all the way down and then to here. I should have 20 before I get to the next 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, perfect. And then 3 in the chain 3 space. Okay, 20 in between, and then 3 in the chain 3 spaces on the peaks. So you're counting from peak to peak. You should have 20. When I go back around, I have 4 more stitches to do before the start of my round. That's why I only had 16 at the beginning. And I have 4 stitches to go down that last little tiny mountain down to the beginning of the round. So do you all see now why you have to make the superstar bigger than a regular star? You have to plan to make it a little bit bigger, because we just have this little tiny point here. You can hardly see it. It doesn't look like anything yet. And you need another, I would say at least 2 repeats after this one, after you bring it in, for it to really look like, you know, what it's meant to look like, is a star with points of different sizes. 3 in the peak, and then 20. Three in the peak. How you doing, Amanda? Have you passed me up yet? She says she's caught up. Okay, there's a little note in the pattern here. On subsequent rounds 4, the number of single crochet on either side of the mountains will increase by 6. The numbers in parentheses show the number of single crochet on each subsequent repeat of the pattern. So that means the next time you do round 4, you'll have 26 between the peaks, and that number is in parentheses after the 20. So it says 20, and then in parentheses it has 26, 32, 38, and then dot, 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 etc. Meaning, if you go further than that, you have to add 6 yourself every time. Okay? So that means the next time I get to round 4, I'll have 26 between the peaks. The time after that, I'll have 32. The time after that, I'll have 38. And then if you go beyond that, like I said, you got to do the math yourself. And it tells you it's 6 more each time. Hi, I'm doing the 6-day supernova. Okay, this scent is growing on me. Oh, thank you so much, user 3767687212473. The yarn, if I think I forgot to say it in the beginning, I'm using Lion Brand Mandala bonus bundle. And the name of the color is Chewy. And I'm using a 5mm Furls Odyssey hook, which sadly they have discontinued the hooks. Three in the peak, 2, 3, and then this will be my last 4 to come down this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to skip over these 2 nothings right here, and I'm going to slip stitch into the first single crochet of the round. And then if we count these guys along with the 16 that I did, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You should have 20 between each peak. Now, I didn't give you a stitch count for the entire round. So if you want one, it's 20 times 7 plus 3 times 4. Oh, no. 20 times 14 times 3 plus 4 times 14. There's 14 peaks. So you have 3 in each peak, and you have 20 between each peak. I find it much more useful to, count from peak to peak. As long as you've done that right, your total stitch count should work out. Okay, 5A. Slip stitch in the next stitch, chain 3. We can get rid of this stitch marker, unless if you want to mark, some people put a stitch marker in the top of this chain 3 to make it easier to get their hook into when they come back around. $15 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, the concept of this round is going to be the same as every other round 5. We just have, we're going to have different numbers of double crochet on the large peak and on the small peak, but this is going to be a valley here. Okay, and this is going to be a point, but it's the same concept as before. Round 5 is always going to be the double crochet, the first double crochet round. Okay, and then in the center peak it's 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let me make sure I'm following the pattern. So okay, and then going down it's 16. And again, you have numbers in parentheses. So this one is 16. This time we're doing round 5A. It's 16. The next time we do round 5A, it's going to be 19. The time after that, it's going to be 22. It goes up by 3 every time. I lost my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, your last double crochet always lines up. So that's just a little landmark for you to check. If you do 19 and you're not here, go back and figure out what you did. Okay, and then this is a new valley here, so we're skipping 2, and then it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be a little baby peak, like all the way back here. And then 5 in the peak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4 going down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, see again where I landed? Always in between. Hi, Amy. Skip 2, and then it's 16 to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You're probably going to pass me, Amanda. She says, I'm going the same pace as you almost. Okay, so this is your repeat. It starts over here at the 5 double crochet in the peak, 16, skip 2, 4, 5 in the peak, 4, skip 2, 16. Okay, and then we're ready to go back to here. Okay, so 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jessica says, I've done 2 variations of that blanket. It's a fun one. It is fun, isn't it? Once you get it. I mean, it's like a lot of different rows, but really when you do it, they make sense. But I understand that it's intimidating. People are intimidated by the 6-day blankets, but they're really not that difficult. Skip 2 and then 4 on the little peak. 1, 2, 3. Jessica, have I seen your blankets? Have you posted them in the Facebook group? I'd love to see them if not. And then 4 to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 2. Whoops, I started trying to go too fast. Five in the peak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's a little note in the pattern after round 6A that applies to round 5A as well. And it says, on subsequent rounds 5A and 6A, the number of double crochets on either side of the mountains will increase by 3. The numbers in parentheses show the number of double crochets on each repeat. Okay, so that just means this time it's 16 on each side. Next time I do round 5A, it's going to be 19 on the large peak and 10 on the small peak. So that's what the parenthesis numbers mean. It means the first time you do it, you read the first time. On your first repeat, you read the first number in the parentheses. The second repeat, you read the second number in the parentheses, and so on. These rounds start to take longer and longer. I don't know how many more I have in me tonight. Maybe 2 more after this. Won't even be a full repeat, I don't think. Once you get really confident in this pattern, you don't really have to count. You can just check and make sure you have landed right here. And always lay your work down and look it over. Don't just keep crocheting for hours without stopping. I know sometimes we're in a hurry to get things done, or we just get lost in what we're doing. But take breaks, and don't just say you're going to take breaks. Be intentional. Have a plan before you start crocheting about taking breaks. I'm gonna take a break every time. I get to the end of a round or the end of a row, or set a timer, or have some other, like, build a habit of taking breaks when you crochet. Try to get out of your chair. If you sit in a chair at least once an hour. These little points are so cute. Just a cute little crochet point. Almost there. 2 little points and 1 big point to go. Thank you very much. Almost done. Thanks for following. Whoops. And then 4. This is my last 4 of the round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you very much. And then slip stitch into the top of your chain 3 at the start of the round. Thank you. I need to keep some snacks at my desk here or something because, dang, my stomach growling is really annoying. Holy moly. Going at the same pace as you almost. I bet you're ahead of me and you're just too nice to say so. Okay. Round 6A. Whoops. There goes my camera. Now we'll see how Ecamm Live acts because it updated itself again today. And it's been acting. Oh, yes. Come on. You can do it. Yes. Hallelujah. Oh my gosh. Can I tell you how annoying it is when that doesn't work? Oh boy. So if I do this Ridgy Didge style, it's round 6A is going to be different. So let's just see. So if I'm doing the regular blanket and I'm not turning it, I'm going to be going up the big side first. But if I turn this, I'm going to be going up the little side first. So this is just going to be a little bit different. But you know, the concept is exactly the same. So if you're doing Ridgy Didge and you're flipping, you make your last slip stitch from back to front, or the yarn goes from front to back, the hook goes from back to front, and then you slip stitch, and then you're going to slip stitch around the second double crochet, and then we're going to chain 3, and instead of 16, it's going to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, except it's front post, sorry. 4 front post double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 double crochet in the peak. Hold on, I have to write it down. Okay. And then it's going to be 5 front post double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 2, and now it's going to be 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then 5 in the peak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 17 front post going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, then you're going to have these two in the bottom of the valley that you skip, and then it's going to be 5 going up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I just wanted to make a note for myself. And then 5 in the peak. 1, 2. Hi, Terry. It's Lion Brand Mandala Bonus Bundle. And the name of the color is Chewy. Thank you. Five in the peak. And when you are doing the Ridgy Didge on the star blanket and you do your 5 stitches in the peak, actually on any blanket, you do them into the top of the stitch and not around the post. Whoops. 5 in the peak. So let's see. I got lost in my thoughts there for a second. The tall peaks are going to have 17 double crochet on each side, and the small peaks are going to have 5. And it's front post double crochet. Let's see, how am I doing? I'm about halfway, a little less. These rounds take longer and longer the further out you go. Skip 2. The small peaks have 5 double crochet, front post double crochet on each side, and the large peaks have 17. The 5 double crochet in the peak go into the top of the stitch and not around the post. 5 in the peak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this gray is coming in a little bit darker now. I like the mandala colors, the way they change. They're sometimes a little more subtle than, like, let's just say the Karen cake yarns that just like abruptly change. It doesn't really bother me when they abruptly change. Most of the time I just let them do what they want. I had a bunch of Ogos though, and I deconstructed those guys. But if you try and deconstruct a mandala cake, I mean, it looks like, when you look at it in the cake, it looks like it has about 4 or 5, 5 colors or so. But then when you work with it, you realize that there are kind of in-between colors. I love the new colors that they did for the bonus bundles. I love that there's more yardage of each color. The stripes are longer. I have a lady in my community that has made a bunch of 6-day kid blankets, 2 or 3 at this point, with the different mandala bonus bundles. I think she did one with this one I'm using right here, the Chewy. She made a big 6-day kid blanket with it. It was gorgeous. And then she used another one. I don't remember the name of it. I think it's Wraith, or I forget the name of it, but it's got a lot of orange and yellow, really bright tones in it. And oh my goodness, that was incredible. That turned out so beautiful. You don't often see those colors like that. A lot of the time when I see orange yarn, I like gravitate to it because it's different. Amanda says, I'm going the same pace as you almost. Wish we had bonus bundles here. Hi, Ashley Wester's Crochet and Knitting channel. I'm glad I worked this one through because I wouldn't have thought about round 6 being backwards if I hadn't done it all the way through. So when I write up the Ridgy Didge Supernova, I'm gonna have to make a round 6C, I think. Oh no, I have a 6A and I'm gonna have to have a 6B because the next time we flip it, it's gonna be going the other way. So 6B in the Ridgy Didge pattern is going to be like 6A in the Supernova. So the Ridgy Didge is going to be just a little bit different. So 6A is going to start with the little peak. Might need to write that all down before I continue, before I get that far, so I don't confuse anyone. Whoops. I'm almost there. I just have till here. And I think I'm going to do one more round, and that's going to be it for me tonight. I have to get up and shower and drive. My doctor's office is about an hour and a half, 2 hours away. And then on the way home, I have to get some potting soil because I have some little plants here that I've propagated that are still in the water and they're ready to be in the dirt, and they've been ready for a while, but I just haven't done anything about it. And I bought these little pots on Amazon to plant them in, and they were much, much smaller than I was hoping or thought that they would be. Isn't that always the way? It's okay though. I'll find something to plant in those guys, but they're so tiny. It's just ridiculous. They're very cute. They're very cute little pots. But they're so tiny. They're like smaller than coffee mugs. Like, what the heck am I going to do with this, you know? I'll plant my little propagated plants are already too big for those. I've left them in the water rooting for a long time, and they've all grown like leaves. So that's not going to work. So I have to make a little stop for my plants. And then I will not be live tomorrow night because I'm going to go babysit the turtle nest. Thanks for sharing the live. Amanda's hard at work for me right now. Ashley, what do you mean drop? What are you talking about? I have 97 subscribers. Well, good for you. Amanda, I love your patterns and the community. Oh, well, you're the best. Whoops. All right. Round 6A complete. And there's that. See, this ridge looks really nice because the color changed between the rows. That makes it really pop. If you intentionally change colors between the rows, between rows 5 and 6, that's when you get the best poppinest ridge on your Ridgy Didge. I'm going to go one more round because it's a single crochet round, and I think I can knock it out pretty fast. Let's see. Round 7B. Okay, we have a different round 7. Single crochet in the same stitch. Single crochet in each stitch around, making 2 single crochet in the peak. Okay, so this is what makes this blanket, this pattern, hard to memorize because back here we were doing, let me see, back here I think we were doing 4 in the peak, and then on this round 7 I think we did 3. I don't even remember. They're all different. So now we only do 2 in the center of the 5 double crochet. And if you've made a star blanket, or you've made a superstar blanket, or you made a superstar, superstar, or supernova shawl, a star, superstar, or supernova holiday tree skirt, that number at the peak of rounds or row 7 is different every time. So I don't even have it memorized. But that's what it is. It's single crochet in every stitch around except um I don't know why you think you can come to my channel and promote your own channel. That's not what we do here. You don't go to somebody else's YouTube channel and put your own channel in their chat without asking first. Honestly, YouTube is so ridiculous. Grow your channel with content. Make some content that people want to see. Get your own viral pattern. And people need to stop making videos of my patterns too. Or they make a video. You think I don't see you? I tried to have it taken down. They make a pattern. They take my pattern and they take one of the single crochet rows out of it. And they make a video of themselves making the whole thing. And they tag it with 6-day kid blanket. But then they try to say it's their own pattern. Give me a break. I've got one pattern. Leave it alone. Get your own. Okay, so this is round 7B. And it's single crochet in every stitch with the exception of the center peak where you put 2 single crochet. My blanket's pretty big. I mean, this could be big enough for a baby blanket, really. But see how my 1 point, it's not that big yet. So you need at least 1 or 2 more repeats after you add in that little peak for it to really, show up. One, two, 4, then 3, now 2. I'm just watching. We'll catch up later. I got cramps in my hand. Okay. 4, then 3, now 2. Yeah. You're talking about the double crochet in the peak. What kind of hook are you using that you have cramps? It's hard to just only do 2. Also, it's like I just habitually want to do 3. I'm about halfway around. Sometimes it feels like you're further around than you think because you have these extra little points. It makes you think like you're going further than you really are. Is it like unseasonably warm for everybody this October so far? Like, I can't believe how warm it is. And I remember it being warm here in October, the last 2 years I was here. But this is crazy. Hey, Ashley, I don't it's really not okay to like roll up on somebody's YouTube channel and start uh like wanting people to subscribe. So you're going to get hidden on my channel now. That's not how you do it. Make some good content and post it and get your followers that way. But don't go onto somebody else's channel and like try to pilfer their followers. Don't take other people's content and don't take other people's work. You just don't go into somebody's live who you don't know. I don't know you at all. You don't know me. That's not how you get followers. Will not make people want to follow you because you're dropping your channel in my chat. I swear I have to like hide somebody from my YouTube channel like every day. It is my least favorite, my least favorite of the platforms. I like TikTok the best. You guys are fun, and you're funny, and you're nice. It was in the 80s in central PA. Did y'all see those floods in New York? I was just in New York City like 2 weeks ago. All right, here I am at the end of round 7B. I'm ready to be done after that little interaction, honestly. Day 3, boom. It's quite the difference. This was day 1. This was day 1. This was day 2. And this was day 3. Feels like not very satisfying. Your hands hurt just watching. No. Here's what I do for my hands. This is one of many things I do for my hands. I use this lymphatic massage oil. I have to protect my table because it always leaks and gets all over everything. Okay. Okay, and then I use this. It's called a face blaster, and it's a fascia massage tool. Your fascia is the connective tissue between your muscles. It covers the muscles. It covers your bones. I actually read a really interesting article that said the bones are actually part of the fascia system of the body. And I posted it in one of my groups, and somebody responded to it and said, all the pictures that we have of the bones are like old. So, we're discovering new things about the body all the time, and people are just rude. I know they don't know any better. They don't know any better. It takes a long time to grow a YouTube channel. You know, you have to do your content right. I probably could have a lot more followers if I did my channel properly, with the thumbnails and all the links and the chapters and all that. So I have lipedema, and I can feel that I have some, you know, it causes you sometimes to have these little lumps, but I feel like I had liposuction on my arms, but I still have a little patch right here. You can see it. Looks like there's like a... You don't have to use this as aggressively as I'm using it. It's actually best to go really light and brisk when you use it for lymphatic drainage, because your lymphatics are actually right under the skin. So you don't want to press too hard. Bye, Amanda. Well, that's just a little something I do for my hands. I was a yoga teacher in a past life, so I keep my arms and my shoulders and my neck and my back stretched out. I just signed up for a yoga training this weekend, so I'm going to be doing some yoga this weekend. I'm kind of scared. I haven't done a training in a long time. All right, my friends, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I can feel where I got a little bit of oil on this blanket. Oh, that's looking good, if I do say so myself. That is looking good. Looking good. Lay it down and admire it. I admire this. I admire it a lot. Isn't the Supernova so cute with those little points? I just love it. All right, I'm going to go eat something and try to get to bed early tonight. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful night. Bye.